Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to be doing an overview of the 2D platformer kit. I'm going to show you how to replace the default character with your own custom one. I'm going to be showing you how to also replace the enemy sprites with your own custom ones if you want to. I'm going to show you how the level unlocks /saves it. So the first thing we're going to do is open up the 2D side scroller BP folder, and we head over to the 2D side scroller character. We can see the player health. So right now it's set to 1. So what this means is that if the player takes damage from anything, he will instantly die. If I change this to be something like 3, it means my player's going to be able to take 3 hits before he dies. So if we just go to the level maps and go to something like level 3 and open up a level where there's some enemies, I'm just going to wait so it can hit me. And if I just stand here, I can take a hit, then I can take a hit again, and I can take a hit, and then I die. So when I was taking a hit, I was quite invulnerable for a long time. If you want to change how long the player's going to be vulnerable for, just head over here, and then under the player damage section, you're gonna go here, and so this controls how much time passes before we can get hit again. So if I change this to something like 0.4, when he gets hit, he only has 0.4 seconds again before he can't get hit again. So see, I can move, and we can see it was much faster that time. So I'm just gonna change it back to 1 and change it back to 1 here. So next I'm going to show you the player's lives. So the way the game works is that the player has a certain amount of lives, and when he loses all his lives, he gets game over. So the way the lives is set is, if we head over to the user interface and go to the title UI, so this is the screen which is shown at the start. When my player clicks this button, he will create a new game, and when he creates a new game, I've set it so his lives will be 10. So we can change this, and I can set it so my player will start with 5 lives, and I can just click compile. And then if we go to the level maps and go to the start, save selected, and click play. So when I click play, my player will now start with 5 lives. Another thing in the player is he can get some more lives. So the way it works is, if the player collects 100 fruits, he will get some more lives. So if we head over to the placeable axes tab and go to the fruit pickup, what it does is, every time he picks up a fruit, he will get some more lives. So I've currently set it up so that when he picks up a fruit, it will add 1 to the amount of coins he has. So I'm going to set it to be 100. And if we head over to 2D side scroller character, we can see that when the player picks up and has more than 100 coins, it's going to add an additional life to him. So I'm just going to close this and click play in a new game. So when I pick up my coins, we can see I have 5 lives. Since they're all each worth 100, and every time I get 100 fruits I get another life, I get more lives. So now I have 12 lives, and when I lose more, I'll get game over. So you can change the value of the fruit pickup in here. So those are basically how to change some of the main settings in the character. I'm now going to show you how you can add and replace the 2D character that I've used with your own one, or one you may find on the internet. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to create a new folder, and I'll call this my new character. And if you go to a website such as Itch, I found this cool adventure character. So I've just downloaded him. You then can just drag the adventure character in Unreal. You want to right click on this, Sprite Actions, Apply Paper 2D, right click on this, Sprite Actions, extract sprites, and it will extract all the sprites of the character. So I'm just going to show you how to create a simple animation for one. So we can use these first 4 frames to be an island sprite for the character. So we just select them, and then select the first one. We want to right click, create a flipbook, and I can just call this my idle. So if we head to the 2D platform character, we can see under this character data table that I have, I think it's 8 animations. So I have an idle animation, a running animation, a jump animation, a fall animation, a wall jump animation, a double jump animation, and a hit animation. So what you want to do with your character is, doing what I have just done, you want to create those 8 animations. So I'm just going to fast forward and skip to that bit. So I've just set up all the different sprites for my character. So his double jump, his falling, his hit, and all his relevant animations. So next we want to head over to the 2D side scroller character. Then we want to head over to this folder, and we want to click new, and this is going to be for our new character. So I'm going to call this guy my hero character. Then we can just save this, Then we're going to set up all his animations. So to do that, we're going to head over to the character data table, and then we just want to click add, and I'm going to rename and call this row my hero. And then in this hero, under the player character, we're going to select the hero character that we just made. So just select it, and then we're going to select all his relevant animations. So I called it hero idle. I have one for his run, and you want to set this up for all his relevant different animations. So if you just click save, we now have our hero character. So if we want to play as him, just head over here, and I've set it up so currently if we go in the game and we click play, we can switch between all the different characters. So say you wanted to make it so that we are only the hero character, what we can do is we can just break this link and we can set it so that we start as the hero character. And from this variable, we're going to get all the data. So if I click compile and click play, we can see I'm the hero character. It looks a bit weird. We can double jump and we have all the abilities. So I've not set the hero character to have an image, which is why he doesn't have an image there. To do that, we would head over to the user interface, So say we open up the player HUD. So normally each character has an image associated with their face. So head over to the graph and go to my hero character. I've not got an image for one, so I'm just going to select this one button. And if I click compile, now when I click play, I know I'm a hero because I've got my one button and I've got this animation. Sorry, I didn't make my flip books properly, so they look a bit weird. But now we've basically set up this hero character. So that's basically how you'd go about adding your own character if you wanted to do that. So next I'm going to show you how to replace the enemies with your own enemies if you have them or want to. So I'm going to head back to itch.io, and I found these cool monster creatures. So I'm going to be using this mushroom. So you want to make sure that they have a couple of animations. They need an idle animation, or a running animation, and a death animation. So I'm just going to close this and create a new folder for my new evil mushroom. So I'll call this evil mushroom. Double click, open it up, and I'm just going to import it. So I'm going to import his idle, his death. So I'm going to import his idle, his run, and his take hit. So then I'm going to right click on all these sprite actions, apply paper 2D. With all of them selected, I'm going to right click, sprite actions, extract, sprites, click extract. And then with this one, I'm going to right click and create flipbook. I'll call this evil idle. Then I'll just select all his running ones. Select the first one, create flipbook, call it evil run. Then I'll select this, right click, create flipbook, and take evil hit. So now I have my different animations for all my monsters. So I'm going to go on the mushroom. So if we just click edit mushroom, so we can enter its blueprint easily. So we can see in this file, this is where I handle all of the animation for the mushroom. So here is where I have the idle animation for the mushroom. So I'm just going to place this with evil. So evil idle. This is where I have my running animation. So I'll replace it with my evil running animation. And this is the death animation, which plays when my mushrooms hit. So I'm just going to place this with my evil hit. And then just compile. So because on the mushroom I set the hitboxes to be where the mushroom is roughly, so we're going to need to change that when we add our own sprites. If we head over to the viewport, I'm just going to place this with evil idle so we can roughly see it, and I can see that this box kills him, so I'm just going to move it a bit higher. So when my player overlaps this box, it's going to destroy the mushroom. And this is the box that if my player overlaps / hits, it will cause him damage. So I'm just going to move this. I'm just going to go here and set the scaling so I can adjust this a bit more. Make it a bit thin and just click compile. So now if I close this, we can see it's got the evil mushroom in the game. So if we click play, we can see our evil mushroom and it's walking. It's walking backwards. So there are two different ways we can fix it from walking backwards. Either we can edit this image and flip it so that its sprites and flipbooks are the other way, or we can head over to the mushroom character, click edit mushroom, viewport, and because it's the wrong way around, we can just set its rotation to be 0. Of course, originally I set it to be 180 as the mushroom was the wrong way around. So now if I click play, my mushroom is the correct way, and he'll move, and we can jump and kill him. So we basically just added our own enemy. So that's basically how to add enemies. So if you wanted to do that, you basically just do that with the other characters in this kit. So the last thing I need to show you is how the level system works. So if we head over to user interface and go to the title UI, so the way it works is when you click this, it will open up all the levels. And the way it works is, so you need to beat level 1 in order to play level 2, and you need to beat level 2 in order to play level 3. So if we head over to the graph, we can see that when we click the level 1 button, it will just open level 1. If we click the level 2 button, it will check in our save game if we have beaten level 1. And if we have beaten level 1, then it will open level 2. So if we head over to the save game, we can see I save whether the player has beat level 1, 2, 3, or 4. And the way I do this is, so this is level 1, and this is an end level BP which is placed in level 1. And the way it works is, in the level blueprints, I've made it when the character overlaps this, it will go to the save game and save it so that the player has beat level 1. So now, when my player goes to the menu, he'll be able to instantly go to level 2. Also in this kit, I've made it so that when the player jumps on the trophy, it'll do an animation. So you can see, it just did that animation. If you wanted to change that, head over here, and then we head over here and we can see, I've made it when the player beats a level, it will play this animation right now. So you can change this to be whatever you want, but if we just click search, I've made it so that it'll play this little cool disappearing animation. So that's basically how the level system works. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed.